Adios míos. So I didn't know about Lil Nas X until his latest music video, Montero, Call Me By Your Name. This was thanks to a lot of self-righteous, good people and some who would call themselves Christians. Their promoting of the artist and their expression of hate toward him led me to want to know more about it. Like, what's going on? A lot of these people claim that Lil Nas X will ruin their children's lives with his music. Okay, interesting scapegoat. They are distraught by his music, videos, and lyrics, calling it sinful. They are furious and want him cancelled. I personally do not understand these people's positions. I mean, if I do not like something, and if something doesn't build me up or is nourishing for my mind and soul, I won't be consumed by it, let alone want to have any part of it in my life. If people like this man is so bad, then why are you consumed by his word? I think you want human attention because you feel that God is not giving you enough of it. Why are you so consumed with people's so called sin other than your own? Why are these people so consumed with other people's ways of lives? Oh, yeah, I remember. They are self righteous. They are themselves without sin. They believe that calling out someone else's sin will alleviate them of their own sin. You don't have to like Lil Nas X art. I don't care for his art, and it's not my business to put him down for it either. Putting others down won't make you rise any higher. Remember that. If you don't live and let live, if you know anything about history and human behavior, what makes you think condemning someone for their ways of being that have nothing to do with you will ever change them? If you want change, how about you change yourself first? How about you stop being a Christian, but rather be Christ like? What? Is that too much to ask of you now? To be Christ like? So you rather be Christian and fanatic rather than emulating Christ's behavior? Very interesting. Do you forget Christ's commandments? Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Do you truly want others to be in every business of yours? What is it? What is in your closet? Oh, I remember now. You are a perfect being. That's why you judge and because you are above Jesus Christ says when he states, "He that is without sin amongst you, let him first cast a stone." Jesus continued and said, "Neither do I condemn thee." Christ won't judge and condemn, but you will, right? Because you know better than him, right? How fun it must be to live in a glass house. Interesting. I wasn't born yesterday. I know exactly what you're doing. I challenge you to give a stranger your computer and phone and let them judge and condemn you as you do to others. No, you cannot do that. Understandably. Moreover, if you hate this man so much, why do you make his life your priority? Shouldn't you be making Bible studies a priority over worldly things? You are behaving like a fan. You're constantly following his art and promoting it. Case in point, I only heard of him from you. If he is so sinful as you state, then why are you taking part of his sin? Why don't you mind your own business? Why aren't you so much in your studies that you don't have the time to even know about his sinful ways and sinful people like him, as you call it? Why are you so worldly that you occupy yourself with people like Lil Nas X? Not my words, but yours. I have nothing against him. You only want to save him and bring him the words of God, you say? Well, your ways of doing it is not Christ's way. Your ways have never worked and is outdated. The best way to reach out to someone is in the way of love, compassion, care, and empathy, not the judgment and condemnation. With that said, I do have empathy for you. I understand that you need Jesus. Really, you need Jesus. Thou shalt love thy neighbors as yourself, he said. The problem is, a lot of you probably don't even love yourself, hence unable to love someone else. Here's a tip: you can only inspire others to change by your own Christ like behavior. Be like Jesus Christ, follow him in his footsteps. Stop being in a cult or make this a fanatic thing. Even a bunny can do it. Why can't you? A lot of you choose to forget history and probably have never read and meditate on the Bible and don't even know who Jesus Christ is, yet want to act like you follow his or the Bible commandments. Remember that your action speaks louder than words. Also, you don't need to prove anything to other human beings. God and Jesus are watching you behind closed doors. They know what is in your closet and they know what is in your heart. You putting on a show to distract others from your own skeletons in your closet is not working. Eventually, it will come to the light of day. I challenge you to be Christ like. Forget about being a fan or being in a cult. Watch Walk in the path of Jesus. Be humble, be loving toward others. If you truly call yourself a Christian, stop constantly having a witch hunt against your brothers and sisters. God is love. So you be love also. You are not promoting God's love when you are expressing hate toward others. You are edging God out with your ego, in that you are so much better than Lil Nas X and just because we do not know about the sins that you are hiding in your heart and in your closet. Mourge from YouTube said it best: you are deflecting. Go watch his videos about this topic. His link will be in the description below. Jesus said, "For those who take the swords will die by the sword." You seem not to know your Bible. I suggest you read it and meditate on it. Even this bunny knows his Bible. Come on. You may judge Lil Nas for being who he is, but you will be judged for being a false follower of Jesus Christ. Take the humble example of St. Francis when he said, "Lord, make me an instrument of peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is kindness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. Grant me that I may not seek to be consoled as to console, to understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive, it is in pardoning that we are pardoned." We all know that when you point a finger, more fingers are pointing back at you. So why do you keep doing it? And what is that about you claiming that adults that have nothing to do with your children are staining your children's mind? The question or the problem is, why are you letting your phone, a computer, and a television raising your child? Your child is your responsibility. If you let technology or a stranger raise your children for you, you are the only one to blame. Can the Amish make such a claim as you did? Have a sense of self accountability. Stop placing blame on others. His art is for adults only. If you do not like Lil Nas X and people like him, stop following him and promoting him. That is simple. It is not rocket science. If you want better people in the world, bashing them and shaming them won't change who they are. You should know this by now. Jesus led by being kind to those who needed him. He didn't discard them or banish them. I'm not telling you to like Lil Nas stuff. I'm telling you that the way that you are doing it is not working and will never work. This hasn't worked for over 2,000 years since the inception of Christianity. lot of things are true about history. Well, yeah, this is not about me supporting Lil Nas or anything. Like I said, I have no idea who this man was until you start burning him at the stake. This is about me supporting his rights as a human being. He has the right to live free as his creator intended him to be. If his creator has a problem with him, let him take care of it. You humans cannot be the judge, jury, and executioner. Stop acting as if you are above the Creator. Stop adding more hate and division into the world. We need more compassion, love, kindness, and empathy. And since you claim to be Christian, to follow Christ, it is expected of you to lead the way with love, compassion, kindness, and empathy. This is about me telling you, self righteous people out there, to focus on the better things. You're expressing hate for someone else and constantly judging them won't change anything. It's just noise. You expressing love and constantly being a beacon of light, of inspiration will change everything. That is the right way to do it. Stop doing the same thing for over 2,000 years that haven't worked. Start being a true example of love. By this, everyone will know that you are Christ's disciples. You know what? To think of it, maybe you are just hiding behind a title since your actions are not aligned with what your words say. Your actions are not aligned with the word. Now that makes a lot of sense to me. Hey, that is also your right to do what you do. See how that works? I know some of you will actually agree to be Christ like and change your ways, while some of you will continue your hate for your fellow being. That is not my business. I do not care. That is your own karma to deal with. While you are in your hate, remember that hate is like a poison that you will drink in hoping that your enemy dies. Hence, Jesus Christ telling you to love your enemies. Jesus knows best. Follow his ways. There is so much that I can say in one video. Let's continue this conversation in the comments and with your friends and family. Please remember that the best way to change is to inspire and change yourself first. I love you. See you next time. Hey, little bunny. Thank you for watching the show. Please remember to subscribe to our channel and like our videos. And make sure to share it with other bunnies like you. See you soon.